Week 17 is finally upon us. Playoffs are literally right around the corner, a week away. A lot of things are going to happen. Week 17, for some teams, is just another game. But for some teams, it has a lot of seeding expectations, playoff implications, and a lot of seeding situations. But we are finally here. This NFL season, which has come and gone so quickly, like the snap of a finger. It is craziness. It's my favorite time of year. It's playoff football, baby. And right now, we're going to get to it. What is up, everybody? I'm Bobby Thompson.
I'm Julian Gallardi, and I'm going to help transition us a little bit. First of all, Jets, very disappointing. I'm not going to hit much on it now, but we'll talk about Jets when the time comes, when we approach the Buffalo game, once we do our previews and everything. But here's the thing. We're going to lay out the playoff scenarios. We're going to let everyone know what needs to happen, what they need to know, important things about Week 17. The irrelevant games we will barely discuss. We will just have them in there for the purpose of our picks, which I have gained the lead. Had to get that in there, of course. 1 game lead going into Week 17. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's definitely you're up 1 game. It's funny.
The friendly wager still don't know.
We'll figure out the friendly wager at some point, but
yeah, maybe after the show.
Yeah. So let's get into this now. So let's start with the AFC real quick. So the AFC, as we all know, the Baltimore Ravens are the number 1 seed.
Let's go, baby.
They clinched the NFC North title and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Excellent. So you want to go to the Super Bowl, it's going to go through M&T Bank Stadium.
Exactly how we wanted it.
The Houston Texans, they clinched the AFC South title with their win last week. The Kansas City Chiefs clinched the AFC West, of course. The Patriots last week get their win against the Bills. I got to put this in there. I think their offense is starting to wake up.
There you go.
So Patriots clinched the AFC East for a record 11th straight season.
I don't want to talk about it.
We're trying to add to this shirt I have on right here. And the Buffalo Bills clinched the playoff berth. So let's start now with the Kansas City Chiefs. So the Kansas City Chiefs this week, they're playing the Chargers, 5-10. Chiefs 11-4. The Chiefs can clinch a first-round bye with one thing. They win, and the Patriots lose. So that's going on for them. Now we go on to my team, the Patriots. We play the Miami Dolphins at home. The last game of the year, last time we played the Dolphins, down in Miami, won 43-0. A lot different. It was a lot different back then. We had Antonio Brown. We're not going to really get into it. So the Patriots clinch a first-round bye with a win, basically.
Yeah.
Or if the Chiefs lose, which I don't see happening. So Patriots win on Sunday. You clinch the second seed. You get a first-round bye. You get a home game. Well, you get a home game regardless. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So with the Oakland Raiders, now this is a crazy one. The Oakland Raiders have an outside shot, but they need a lot of help. And here's this. They're playing the Denver Broncos at 4 o'clock. It is a lot of 4 o'clock games this week, by the way. They need to win, Pittsburgh to lose, the Titans to lose, Indianapolis to lose, and Oakland clinches the strength of schedule tiebreaker over Pittsburgh. Wow. That loss to the Jets last week for Pittsburgh was a killer. Killer.
I knew it, too. Unfortunately, it was just a moment the Jets were ready for. They always win games they don't have to win. Another perfect example of it.
Yep. And here's another thing. Oakland clinches the strength of victory tiebreaker over Pittsburgh if one of the following teams win or tie. Chicago, Detroit, Chargers, and New England.
Wow.
This is crazy.
That's the head-spinning stuff. So basically what I got from that is that the Raiders need to win. They need Indy to lose. They need the Steelers to lose. And they need the Titans to lose. And then the Oakland Raiders will be popping bottles going to the playoffs at 8-8.
Yeah. And here's the thing. If they do, my hat off to them. It's been an up-and-down season, especially with the problem with Antonio Brown, the dysfunction between Derek Carr and John Gruden reported. It's a lot. So that would be a great gift to them, and especially because now they open the new Death Star that they're going to be playing in.
Yes. The stadium for all Star Wars fans, which we saw the movie. We're going to have to talk about this another time.
We will.
The movie, but The new stadium in Vegas literally looks like the Death Star. If you guys think I'm joking, go on Twitter, look it up, and it's right there. Like, it's literally the Death Star. It's absolutely crazy. If you Star Wars fans, football fans, you guys all know what I'm talking about. It was incredible. I can't wait to go in that. It looks like a spaceship too, honestly.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
gotta go. Hopefully we can get there one day.
I would love to get to Vegas. Absolutely.
Still never gone. But back to the AFC.
So
I want to discuss how do you think it's going to happen? What do you think?
we got a lot more. Well, we got a lot more scenarios. Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So that's okay. The Steelers clinch a playoff berth with a win, and the Tennessee loss or tie.
Okay.
A Pittsburgh tie and a Tennessee loss, an Indy loss, and an Oakland loss, or a Tennessee loss plus an Indy win plus a Pittsburgh tie, Oakland in strength of schedule. So with this, Pittsburgh ties Oakland in strength of victory tiebreaker if all the following teams win: Minnesota, Green Bay, Kansas City, and Miami. I don't understand how NFC teams impact AFC teams with this. This is kind of baffling to me, but
it's got to be the strength of schedule based on who they play. That's the only answer I have for you.
Okay. So, and here we go. So this is the last one for the AFC, and then we'll talk about it, then we'll go to NFC. The Tennessee Titans are playing the Houston Texans. This is a big game for both teams.
This is pretty big, yeah.
Tennessee clinches a playoff berth, so they need to
win and you're in.
Win and you're in. They need to win, or for them to tie and Pittsburgh to lose, or for Pittsburgh to lose and Indy to lose. So basically, let's sum it all up easy.
Yeah.
Win and you're in.
Yes. Well, I got from everything is that the Titans, if they win, they're in, which is very simple. Steelers need to win, the Titans lost. Raiders need all hell to break loose.
Yes.
What's the story with Indy? What's their status?
Indy right here.
Are they mathematically eliminated?
Yes.
Okay, they're done.
Indy's out.
Okay. That's crazy how they could stop Oakland from making it, though.
They could play. Confusing. Yeah, they could play spoilers. It's really crazy. It's very baffling to me.
Well, okay. So we look at that, and I'm going to tell you how I see this going, and you can say if you agree with me. So I think Patriots get the win. I'm sure you agree with that. Mm-hmm. Chiefs will take care of the Chargers at this point. And then, so you'll have the 2. You'll be 2. Chiefs will be 3. Texans locked in at the 4, basically. Bills locked in at the 5. And I think the Titans will beat the Texans and get themselves into the playoffs.
Okay, well, I agree with everything that you said. However, I think that the Texans are going to come out on fire. I know they are already in the playoffs.
Are they resting people? What's their status?
I haven't heard anything about them resting players, but here's the thing. If I hear something later today or tomorrow that they're resting players, I'll fix this up. But I think the Texans are going to win and knock the Titans out. The Titans have had such an up-and-down season, but Ryan Tannehill, a huge plus. The health of Derrick Henry is a huge question mark right now.
Ready to go.
If he can't go and they have to rely on Deion Lewis running the football, I mean, it's going to be a problem. But I'm going to go with this.
Let's hear it.
I'm going to go with Pittsburgh getting that last game. And now call me crazy. I know I've been making a lot of questionable decisions, but you know what? They have a lot of problems with the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's pretty
especially with Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph. I'll just tell you this. They win this. They get into the playoffs as the 6th seed, the Steelers. They're one and done. Their defense is stellar, but the offense is just not there. They're not getting the ball to their playmakers. Juju Smith-Schuster against that putrid Jets secondary couldn't do a goddamn thing.
No one was doing nothing.
So
except that one blown coverage with Deontay Johnson and
with the touchdown, yeah. So with that's what I think. The scenarios for Oakland, that's a lot of stuff to happen. I don't see all that happening, and if it did, the world's going to end, really.
Yeah, the Death Star, I think, will be actually fully operational if that happens. I think the stadium will just, blow out the rest of the NFL, and Oakland will be the last team standing.
Right.
If all that stuff happens, I don't even know what to say, honestly. I'd be flabbergasted. That's a good way to put it.
Right.
So, we're basically the same. You have Steelers 6, I have Titans 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so the AFC picture's set.
Yeah.
We'll get more into these games in a little bit. Want to transition to NFC, to a commercial? Should we keep it rolling with NFC? What do you think?
Let's go to a quick commercial, and then we will go to the NFC. And the NFC is a lot. It's not all set yet. There's a lot of seeding situations.
It's a little different, I think.
This week has a lot, so we'll be right back.
Okay.